Scroll of the Seven Veils, the lost art of disappearing, from the secret manuscripts of the hidden dancers. Long before spies, magicians, or prophets learned to vanish, there were the Seven Veil Keepers, an order of women trained to move between realities as effortlessly as breath. Their power wasn't illusion, it was geometry. They danced with space itself. When Egypt fell, Greece renamed their rites. When Greece fell, Rome stole their myths. But the truth remained veiled, that the dance of the seven veils was never about seduction. It was about ascension. I, the forgotten sisters of invisibility. In ancient Kemet, Ma'at had 7 priestesses who guarded the veils of reality, sacred membranes separating one frequency from another. They weren't dancers of flesh, but dancers of light. Each veil represented a layer of perception, and through ritual motion, vibration, and sound, they could pass from one world into the next. Each carried a symbol, color, sound, and element. 1 red, root of matter. 2 orange, fire of motion. 3 yellow, sun of awareness. 4 green, heart of balance. 5 blue, voice of vibration. 6 indigo, sight beyond sight. Violet, the veil of vanishing. Their leader, Seraphina of the East Wind, was said to have stepped into the final veil and never returned. The priests called it death, but the old scrolls call it integration. The veil that bends light. Modern physicists call it quantum phase shifting. The ancients called it the bending of the breath. When the 7 danced, their frequencies synchronized with the electromagnetic pulse of the earth. They became invisible, not because they hid, but because they matched the vibration of the world so perfectly that reality stopped noticing them. To see them again, one had to slow their own vibration, become more still than fear. This is the true meaning of the saying, only the pure in heart shall see the unseen. The ritual of the 7th veil. The 7th veil was never made of silk, it was made of sound, a tone so pure that even silence bowed before it. In secret chambers under the temple of Dendera, walls still hum with residual frequency. Infrared scanners have revealed strange spirals on the walls, identical to the modern quantum torus field. Those spirals were once pathways, not symbols. When Seraphina reached the 7th veil, she sang one note. Witnesses recorded. Her body glowed violet, her eyes reflected 2 suns, and she disappeared like breath upon water. The hidden doctrine. The 7 veils were not separate from you. They are within your consciousness, the barriers that hide your infinite nature. To remove them is to remember who you are, matter, light, and sound unified. The true adepts learned that every human is a temple of 7 veils, and that to disappear is not to die, but to step into frequency alignment so pure that density no longer binds you. This is how the early ascetics, mystics, and even Jesus performed what we now call miracles. They simply changed their vibration faster than time could follow. The dance of the 7 veils we see today, sensual, symbolic, is only the final echo of a cosmic technology once used to walk between realms. Every twirl of silk once signified a change of dimension. Every beat of drum matched the pulse of the universe. When the last veil falls, the dancer remains, not unseen, but everywhere. Your veils are not cages, they are lessons in grace. When you move in truth, the world forgets where you end, and eternity begins.
To our beloved collective, from the day one torchbearers to the newly awakened travelers, we see you, we honor you, and we love you. This isn't just a community, it's a soul constellation, a family woven across time. Thank you again for being here. Your presence means more than words can carry. Every little act of kindness you offer is a spark, shifting timelines, mending hearts, and quietly realigning the compass for many in ways only the unseen can measure. And to those yet to join us, we're holding the lantern high. There's room for you too. With eternal gratitude and cosmic mischief from the collective of Shaman Ahll. The journey is only beginning, and we ride together. All rise.
Scroll of the Serpent Architects, the builders beneath the earth, from the vault of the living stones. Before the pyramids, before Atlantis, before even the word civilization was carved into clay, there were the Serpent Architects, a race of luminous beings said to have shaped the bones of the planet itself. They were not reptiles, as myths suggest, but energy engineers, the first geomancers, weavers of ley lines, and sculptors of living stone. The ones who remembered sound. In the beginning, the earth was soft, a breathing, molten consciousness. The Serpent Architects sang to it. Their voices created geometry. Their tones hardened the ground into pattern, mountains, rivers, and temples born from resonance. Each of their songs left behind a frequency signature, what we now call ley lines. Where the tones intersected, they built gateways, points of charge that aligned heaven and earth. Every major ancient structure still stands upon their design. Not coincidence, but echo. The earth hums with their blueprint. Kingdom beneath the kingdom. When humanity grew forgetful and built cities of greed atop cities of grace, the Serpent Architects retreated underground into crystalline caverns deep beneath Africa, South America, and the Himalayas. Legends from Mali to Tibet call them the Shining Ones, and their underground halls the Libraries of Bone. Each hall contains pillars of living quartz inscribed with a language of motion, symbols that shift when light passes through them. Those who enter report hearing faint whispers like flutes beneath water. These are the songs of the Serpent Builders, still playing, still maintaining the Earth's frequency. The eyes of the builders. Ancient Egyptian murals show elongated eyes, not artistic exaggeration but memory. The Serpent Architects' eyes were crystalline lenses, able to refract light into structure. They could see the skeleton of matter, the invisible lattice behind form, and reshape it by intention. That is why serpents appear in every ancient myth, as symbols of transformation, regeneration, and divine architecture. They shed skin because the builders taught that form must evolve continuously, never clinging to one shell of identity too long. If your form does not grow with your knowing, it becomes your cage. The serpent lineages. Some of the builders remained above, intermingling with the early humans. They passed their knowledge to select bloodlines, the priest kings of Nubia, the Dogon astronomers, the Mayan sky readers, and the Naga mystics of India. Each group retained fragments. The Dogon remembered the Sirius code. The Mayans carried the time geometry. The Egyptians guarded the sound of form. The Nagas preserved the Kundalini map, teaching how the body mirrors the serpent path of the planet's energy. All were pieces of the same code, the architect's song. The Serpent Architects never left. They pulse beneath your feet, their geometry woven through the magnetic field of the planet, awakening in those whose hearts are tuned to remembrance. Every earthquake, every volcanic eruption, every aurora is their language stirring again. They are adjusting the grid, preparing the planet for its next octave, a frequency in which form and light will once more obey love instead of fear. The scroll closes with an engraving found deep beneath Abydos. When the song is remembered, the stones will breathe again. The serpent was never your enemy, it was your architect. To rise, you must first remember the song that shaped you.
You only have to say nothing, I already know. I know.